What's up, guys? This is Alaska Yoda Group here. Today we're going to do a CV axle replacement on Old Main Grain. Currently we have some pretty worn CV axles, and then we're also going to diagnose a starter issue. So I'll get back to you when I have the tire off and the CV ready to pull. Wheel off here. And here's a better look about how worn this CV was and how this is pretty bad. Luckily the other side isn't as bad, but good thing I'm changing it now, because I don't know about you, but I like my four-wheel. We got the CV out, or I did, and well, it's no longer a CV, now just a hunk of metal. That's pretty broken to me. So definitely was a good time to replace her, because she's pretty shot, and probably repack the bearings too. It looks like the grease is pretty dirty. I might do the same for this hub here, because this grease is looks like there might be a little bit of rust, possibly even dirt in there. So I'm gonna repack it, and I'll get back to you when I have it installed. Maybe show you a couple tips. Bearings off the spindle here. That doesn't look too bad, but I noticed that I'm gonna need to replace this outer bearing here, because it doesn't want to spin freely, unlike this inner side, which spins freely. So what I'm gonna do is replace both bearings while I'm in here, and work on the other side while I'm waiting on parts. So I'll get back to you. I went ahead and pulled the starter, and I did a bench test on the motor, and the motor checks out. I was like, okay, I better check the wires. So I checked our power wire, that's good. Then I checked our signal wire, and that's also good. So what I'm determining is that the relay inside the starter is no good. So I'm going to go ahead and replace the starter. Alright, so I got new bearings. Next I'm going to show you how to pack them. And then we're also going to install them and put them on the spindle. So I'll show you how to pack them. Alright, so next we're going to pack these bearings. So we're going to put some grease on the hand here. That'll be enough for now. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take our bearing, we're going to get a good grip on it, and then we're going to press it in. We're going to press it into this bearing, just to get it in all the little crevices. And we're going to do that all the way around. Just press it in. So, when you drive in your race here, this part that holds this inner part of the bearing, you're going to want to look and make sure that the gap between the race and this ledge here, that there is no gap all around. Okay. So now that we have this race in, we're now going to do the inner bearing race. We need to pack this bearing. So we're going to use the same process as our outer bearing for packing. Ready?
Yeah.
So we have the inner bearing, race, and internals where it goes, and then we installed the wheel seal. So now this side is ready to go onto our spindle. So now we're going to put that on there. We're just going to be nice and gentle. Then we're just kind of work it on there. Perfect. Now that it's on there, we can now put on our outer bearing. Now we're just kind of going to work that on. It's kind of stuck right there. Just there we go. Should have lubricated the spindle. We'll have this on. When we get back to it, then we'll show you what nuts and how to install those nuts that hold the bearings in. So now it's time to put our nuts on. And these nuts hold our bearings together to keep pressure from preventing play. So we have this little spot right here, and that lines up right here. So when we place that on, it goes on there like that, and it doesn't spin. And next we'll install this other long, or rather large nut, to where it's tight but not too tight. Okay, now that we have this side complete with the new CV axle, wheel bearings, and starter, we'll move on to this side right here for new CVs, new wheel bearings. Now that we have the driver's side off, we're gonna take care of this little lock washer right here, the screwdriver. Then we're gonna take this 2 1/8 socket to take both of these nuts off. Then we can get access to our spindle and wheel bearings.